It's different, by the way, when have Genghis Khan being played by John Wayne. Fine, but it's not as if they're being racist about it.
About it, no. And hi everybody, and welcome to another amazing episode of Trip Around Multiverse with your host, the man who, Grant Aunt hates Spider-Man for reasons never explained, Charles.
And the legendary being that decides to kidnap Firestar for reasons. See why, Channel.
And
from
in this
Pennsylvania
episode,
as well, I forgot to add that, but yes.
Oh yeah, you've got Oh, and in this episode, for some reason, let's say some reason, it was decided by someone in this podcast to
AKA not you, because if it was you, you'd say, right?
Exactly. That we've watched one of probably the best Spider-Man cartoons ever. Let's go back and see what didn't inspire this. And we watched Spider-Man from 1981, and then which morphed into Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends 83, I think. I don't know.
No, 81 as well, because I think they were having Spider-Man that Spider-Man solo series running concurrently with Spider-Man Amazing Friends, except Spider-Man Amazing Friends managed to get 3 seasons. Season 2 being just 3 episodes, and the original story.
That threw me off. Yeah.
Okay, so what did you think of? Well, we'll lump it all together, yeah? And then we're going to compare it to Spider-Man 94 because that's where it goes, yeah?
That's where, that's where awesome happens.
What did you think of the series? So, we'll call it the series. I know it's both of them.
Like, I wanted to go in hating this.
Yeah.
Right, because, I have a thing with stuff from a certain age, like, because of how my brain works. Stuff before a certain time just doesn't appeal to me. The first season... Like the first half of it, I couldn't stand the show. I'm not gonna lie.
Which half are you talking about? The Spider-Man or Spider-Man Amazing Friends?
Spider-Man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I just things that they said in that show and things that happened was like this.
By the way, you're not talking about things of the era because sometimes they'll say terms that are not PC during that time.
Yeah,
I mean during our times now. Probably a little bit during their time, but acceptable, right?
Yeah.
Whereas
no, it's not.
It would not be. It's none of that.
It's none of that. It's like stories and stuff is like, wait, like one prime example. For some reason, he didn't call his webs spider webs. Yeah. Like he didn't call them webs or anything. He always called like spider line. It's like, wait.
Why? Oh yeah.
Weird things like that, and then like I kind of mentioned in the intro, Aunt May hates Spider-Man for. Okay, I get it because she read the newspapers and stuff like that. So again, it's product of the time because that's when people believe the newspapers, not like they do nowadays.
Yeah, it was like also Aunt May's always had a hate for Spider-Man. So I mean, and it's more of the you know what? Yeah, the tension of Peter Parker.
Yeah.
At home with Aunt May, Peter Parker being Spider-Man, and Aunt May hating Spider-Man. Therefore, the Parker love.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I know like late iterations like from now on, like there's always been that hint that Aunt May kind of knows he's Spider-Man, but she won't say. Yeah. So maybe that's what I had that in mind. That's why that annoyed me.
Well, that's the funny thing because in Amazing Spider-Man issue 400 on the first volume, she always knew. She was like, the day before she died, she's like, I knew Peter.
Yeah.
I knew. And Peter's like, why didn't you say? Because but obviously he's like. She's like, well, to protect you, Peter, of course, right?
Yeah.
Aunt May's always going to do that. Turns out that's a genetically modified, not a clone because it was, but genetically modified actress by Normals and all that stuff. Which is funny because in his own comic, I think called the Legacy of Evil or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how the point when Norman quote unquote died.
Yeah.
And then went off to Europe.
Yeah.
And then came back to be the mastermind of Clone Saga. It says that there's a quote there saying, Aunt May died. The old crony died, and I'm sad I didn't have a hand in it, Red comes back, she's alive, right? By the way, 2 years later, and then people, the fans who are trying to fix everything, going, Oh yeah, because she didn't die by his hand because she's still alive. Yeah. Even though the context of the sentence is not whatsoever.
It's not that, but people reached and got 22 out of it. So okay, I guess that makes makes sense.
But yeah. So that's how, and then she found out in the Straczynski run, and then after One More Day got retconned again that she didn't know, and now currently, does she know? I think I
don't know, but I think I don't think she does know.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have to find out.
Okay.
Because Jameson did know recently.
Yeah. Recently. I think she found out. If she does know, or she found out again, or whatever it is.
Yeah. I had to find out. Yeah, because I haven't read Spider-Man properly in a couple of years. I've read him in events and stuff or Venom events where he's in it, but obviously he didn't really touch much upon his story. So I'm not too. I'm going to figure that
out. As far as the 80s cartoon series is concerned, I don't the Spider-Man solo series wasn't too bad. It didn't have the. Okay, so being as you've watched Spider-Man 94 and then we've watched Batman and Superman and all these other ones, right?
Yeah.
Do you prefer when there's a long-running storyline behind the episodes, or do you prefer they? Okay. Well, I was going to say the other option was, even though you don't even know what the other option is, right? Is that they are individual and self-contained. Because that's what this was.
It depends, really, right? Because, obviously, I like Batman and Superman and even the 94 Spider-Man and stuff. Even X-Men and stuff like that. Some of them were a lot of them were self-contained episodes, but they linked in a way, right?
Yeah.
Even a show, with a random example, I've really enjoyed, which I don't understand why I enjoyed it. Like Batman Brave and the Bold. That was not any sort of continuous story, but I really enjoyed that as well.
Yeah.
But with this, I feel it had Spider-Man solo one. It had, I'll say, near the end, it had a continuous story, Doctor Doom and that various stuff.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, it was just the kind of I felt like every episode to a certain point was kind of just the same thing. Peter's got to do some homework, but then this happens, but then he can't. But then he somehow gets it. Yeah, and it kind of gets annoying.
Did you ever used to watch Veronica Mars?
On and off.
Okay.
On and
so,
off.
By the way, how can you say on and off? I only asked the question because I missed it when I was watching repeats on E4, right?
Yeah, back in the day. Yep, I remember.
I missed the first 3 episodes, right? And I was like, okay, fine. But let me just because it'll just happen to be on episode 4 or whatever. I just let me watch it, right? Because I thought like you might have just one-off episode or whatever, right? No. Yeah. There's a big storyline that runs across it, so then I had to go watch it every single episode.
Yeah.
So each individual episode has something happening. That's a story A. There's the B story running, like the investigation that gives you clues running throughout the entire series.
Yeah.
So now I have to wait for the series 3 to finish.
To loop back to beginning, isn't it?
Yeah. But look. So I don't need a background story per se like that, right? Yeah. But his interaction with the characters should be continuous.
Yes.
He tries to date Betty Brant, that's fine, but each time he does it, it's like its own thing. Rather
it's like the first time they've met, sort of thing.
Well, it's like, did the events previously happen, or did they not? And also, like you said, the story of the Kingpin. I mean, you said Doctor Doom, right? There's also the Kingpin as well, surprisingly, just like in the 94 series.
Yeah.
They used some villains I didn't expect them to use, and then there's villains I expect them to use more, but they didn't. Dr. Octopus was at the first episode, and then
that's it, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like, okay. Yeah, Craven was there as well, though. But I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That threw me off because I'm playing Spider-Man 2 at the moment. And I saw and then my mum watches the Craven movie all the time when it's on Scum.
For Aaron Taylor Johnson, no doubt.
Yeah. And she's like, I remember this. That place in England, but anyway, so it's it's them two Cravens, right? Or a far different version from the Craven in this. You're like, how is he a threat? But and another. I'm trying to think. There's other villains.
It's
I'm
funny
like,
as well
what?
because you were mentioning Doctor Doom. Even though there's like 6 episodes, I think. How much? It's a 26 episode series, right?
Yes.
There's at least 4 episodes with Doctor Doom in it, or in Latveria.
I think it's like
Doctor
more.
Doom's not a Spider-Man villain, you know?
Yes, that's what another thing. And even the bit with Doctor Doom goes, Spider-Man, I'm your greatest enemy. Is like, is he?
yeah.
That's
And
new
I'm
to
not
me.
saying don't use Doctor Doom. You can like 1 or 2 episodes, fine, right? But
Yeah.
the Doctor Doom, like if you put someone like Doctor Octopus, even the Green Goblin, he was only in there for 1 episode as well.
Yeah.
And
then they kind of played it off. Go on.
Go on. No,
go on. I'm gonna say they kind of. Hold on.
No, you go for real.
All
you go this time.
All right. Like, and they try to play it off like they've known each other for a while, but then he doesn't appear again till Spider-Man: Amazing Friends, which is kind. I'll ask you about something to do with that later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
So,
just that like this is weird.
You were saying earlier about how this series did not influence anything onwards or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And I'll say you're wrong because the Green Goblin voice is almost exactly the same as the 94 series.
Yeah.
I assume they saw this version of the Green Goblin with that voice, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll do the same." Yeah,
that's iconic. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the voice myself, but
I love it.
You know,
for me it makes sense. But yeah, I get why people don't like it. I get why people don't like it.
But when I heard the voice, I was like, "Oh,
Green Goblin."
Yeah. They also had your boy Magneto in there, which is funny because
twice.
Yeah, you call him Magneto, which they do in this series.
Yeah.
Whereas I was like, when I was like, okay, so I know Ian McKellen calls it Magneto, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going by what I heard media say, right? But X-Men 94, do they call him Magneto or Magneto?
They call him Magneto.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I kind of didn't clock that because
Yeah.
I was just annoyed about how they used him, and it wasn't until in the Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Man Amazing Friends when they do the X-Men episode when they say his name, I was like, wait, what? Magneto? Wait, what?
yeah.
Okay, sure. Because even like, it's weird. His interactions with like the villains are weird as well. For me, I'm like, okay, what?
You notice as well, some of the costumes are slightly different coloured. Like Electro's got blue instead of green for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like a weird might be an animation thing back then. I don't know, but yeah that was weird. Electro was weird in it as well. Didn't he like turn an arcade machine alive?
Oh yeah. That's sorry. That might be Spider-Man and Amazing Friends, right? We'll get to that.
I think it might be.
We'll intertwine it. But,
we'll get to that. Yeah.
Magneto's costume as well, slightly different color.
Yeah.
Color.
And he had like some purple sort of flame thing up his shirt. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. Okay, I was like, I don't recall of all the costumes I've seen Magneto in.
Never recall this one.
The one with the big white M and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing this flame costume.
No, like, have they seen Magneto before? He's like, I don't know if they know what a Magneto is.
Yeah.
Magneto.
Yeah.
And
did you find the solo series more entertaining than Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, or
vice versa?
Yeah. Why is that in particular? Just think because I had more people to bounce around.
More people, and it was like more campy and stupid, but in a good way.
Yes.
Yeah. Bad that sounds, but yeah.
But funny enough, as I was watching the solo series, I was like, I don't remember any of these episodes. However, I do remember certain parts of particular episodes of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Same. Which, in my memory, I don't actually remember ever watching. I probably have. I know I've watched the episode of X-Men.
Must be the repeat.
The second one, but
this is before either of us were born. So
yeah. So it was like I vaguely remember this, but Spider-Man solo series, I don't remember anything. I remember the 61 more than this.
Really? I haven't seen any of that.
Don't.
No, I've seen clips, but I haven't really. Yeah. Which, by the way, I know we said I will watch that solo series one, and then we will watch Spider-Man the new animated series, which is the 3D one, and Spectacular Spider-Man, right? Because we can.
The greatest one. Yeah.
Not to say we don't like web robberies or whatever like this. That's 100+ episodes though, so that's just going to be too much.
No, not. Yeah, almost Spider-Man. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Exactly. But yes. So when I was rewatching these, the key episodes I seem to remember were the X-Men episode with the Juggernaut. I was like, oh, are they doing the Unstoppable Juggernaut adaptation where he was going to Madam Web, except that now it's not. I mean, going to protect Madam Web, but now it's not, which they kind of did. But then Juggernaut, for some reason, did not have any tights on or whatever.
Yeah, that threw me off. I was like, is this the Blob as Juggernaut? Because this is weird.
Did they forget to colour in his
Could they not
like,
afford the colour?
It looks like he's got a big nappy. You know? I'm like,
yeah.
what?
And it made him look like fat.
Yeah.
So I was literally like, is this Juggernaut? Because this doesn't seem right.
And I do recall maybe bits of the episode where Dracula kidnapped Firestar, and I never saw the rest of it. So, however X many decades later, like Power Rangers, finally I watched it and found out what happened. And then I remember, like saying, bits with Video Man, that random character that, which they had an original story for afterwards.
Yeah, which made no sense. Like,
yeah.
But even saying that, right? Like, Spider-Man is Amazing Friends. Like, they get to like season 2, was it season 3, to do the origins of Iceman and
Firestorm.
Like,
season 2, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why would you wait this long?
Yeah.
Even though realistically, right, their origins always needs to be is like they're the mutants.
Yeah.
Like, they don't need anything else really. No, they're mutants and then join the X-Men.
Other than if you want, right? Other than if you want, is to say how Spider-Man, Firestar, and Bobby Drake started living together.
Yeah.
Which they did an episode of that where, I think that was the Spider-Man original. No, it wasn't. Was it?
No, I don't know, because I know
they met Tony Stark, who was Iron Man, which was like, oh, okay.
I'll give them that. Well.
Right.
They did have lots of cameos in this one to like the bigger Marvel universe.
Yeah, and then they explained how they moved the trophy and all the equipment turns upside down or whatever it is, and you get all them high tech computers, and you're like, all right, makes sense that Stark funded this because Peter's got his guise of a poor student, so how's he getting any money, you know?
And they're all in college, ain't they? So yeah, that's another weird thing. But and the introduction of that weird dog. I didn't get the dog.
Oh, Miss Lion.
Yeah.
Which is how Spider-Man, so he bumps into Angelica Jones, right?
Yeah.
She's got Miss Lion with her. Then later on in the episode, where Firestar and Iceman, who are friends from the X-Men, have to thwart the thing. Who was attacking Stark Enterprises? Not Stark Enterprises. Was it the Shocker?
Yes.
Yeah.
Another weird person in the show, but yeah.
Yeah. And then after they deal with him, Miss Lion somehow runs over to Firestar, and Firestar picks her up and says, in front of Spider, "Oh, don't worry, we'll find your owner." Right?
Yeah, you're like.
And then Spider-Man's like, "Hold on a minute, this girl's got red hair." 2 and 2.
So.
Yeah. I always wondered, by the way. No, I didn't always wonder, but now I wonder. It's like Angelica Jones is drawn like Mary Jane, so obviously they can't use Mary. It's not that they can't use Mary Jane, but Mary Jane does not have fire abilities yet. But why don't you have a Mary Jane character here? And I understand, by the way, why they wouldn't have a Gwen Stacy. She just freshly died like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Was it 2 years ago? When's it 79 when she died?
It's 70. Wait.
No.
Something I'm thinking in my head 78, but I'm thinking of something else.
Well,
so,
I thought
2 years
76
ago,
for some reason. But, you know.
Yeah.
Around that time period. So, understandable. Funny enough, it's one Norman Osborn's the Green Goblin, who was also dead.
Yeah. And they even said it was the Osborn as well, so yeah.
And then he does the trope, like the standard Norman Osborn pre-resurrection trope, where he loses his memory all the time.
But you know what? Like, how they introduced him in this was quite dark, because he kills everyone on a train to pretend that he's dead, but he's not. I was like, wait, what? So wait, did you hire a train and there's no one in it? Because if not, you did mass murder. This is a bit much for a cartoon.
That's what I expect Norman Osborn to do.
Yeah.
Like, if it was Lex Luthor, he'd do the same. You know?
Yeah. But I didn't expect it in a kids' cartoon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, there's off-screen murders and on-screen murders.
Yeah.
You're going to see no on-screen murders.
No. I was like, oh, okay. This is a weird flex. Not sure.
I also do remember the episode where where Sandman finds out Peter's identity, and then they get Flash Thompson to be Spider-Man for the costume party, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then he fake him being Spider-Man, and then when he runs away, he bumps into Peter, and then Sam was like, "Hold a minute, if you're Peter, who's that Spider-Man is clearly not you." So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a wacky episode.
Yeah, but a lot of it is wacky.
Hijinks.
Even like how they introduce like Flash Thompson in it, because he's like a straight up bully. Like, oh, okay, this is just.
But that's more of.
That's of the time. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he'd evolved at that point, and I think he'd already gone to Vietnam, but we can't say that
by the time. Yeah.
Because
it dates us. So
yeah.
Unnamed war. Yeah. Unnamed war he went to. Yeah.
Which, by the way, if I was to ask you now, which war did Flash Thompson lose his legs in? We can't say the war that he actually went to during the time period, because that then happened like 5 years ago, whatever it is in comic book time.
Even if we said the closest war to us, right, which would have been like Afghanistan, like that the war on terror war, right, from like early 2000s.
Yeah.
That would still make him at this point too old.
And the war on terror was a declaration of war on.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So it's like.
Yeah.
What did
which
he
also
go
is funny, because then when you point out, hey, the Punisher went to
Vietnam, innit?
Well, nowadays, which war was that?
Because I know the
war on the mob, right?
Yeah, because I know there's a point.
No, like in the series, they just it's the random wherever they were at the time. Not even a war. It's just like the where the military unit was.
So I know they tried to like say he was in Afghanistan war, but to be fair though, the Punisher, because I've always pictured him in his late 30s, 40s, he could have went to Afghanistan. So it's like, yeah, but like Flash Thompson, who's maybe like his mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make sense, because he would have went there when he was like 9. So it wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and the creation of Jonah Jameson's random nephew. What's his name again? I want to say Milton, but it wasn't Milton. It's something weird.
See, I was going to say, I don't see why they couldn't use John Jameson, but it's a completely different character. So it's not like they could. John Jameson's character is an astronaut or whatever it is. He has some heroic value. This guy does not.
Yeah. I even said they could have like even just made like. But was he around as well? Was Eddie Brock around at this point?
No.
But then then you make Eddie Brock out. Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't even need it. You could just be anyone. New reporter. That they just create for that particular storyline. It doesn't really matter, because once the series ends, he's gone anyway.
Yeah. Because like making him James' nephew, I was like, that's a bit weird. Okay. And he was like such a loser.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he had no redeeming factors about him either. So.
Yeah.
Weird peoples. And what did you think of the guy who did Spider-Man's voice?
It sounded older than I expected. The voice of let's say he's not even in his 20s at this point, Peter, right?
No.
Supposedly. Well, I would say the one in 94 is supposed to be not in his 20s either, but
yeah. But like, I also think like, because of the voice and stuff, I felt like they didn't actually know how old Peter was themselves in this, because there's points where he's talking about like doing his high school homework and stuff, but then he's trying to date Betty Brant, who's like in her 20s, right?
Okay, if we're going by comic book continuity, Betty Brant and Peter are the same age.
Really?
Yeah. She didn't go to high school. She went straight to work to be. No, did she not finish high school? They are the same age. She just went to be what's it called? The Jonah's secretary right away for some reason. Hey, look! Back in those days, you could work at that time without having to finish your high school years, apparently.
Yeah, I suppose, but still, I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me. But yeah.
Yeah, I always thought she was older, but no. Supposedly they're roughly
okay.
I think they're either the same age or she's only a couple of years older than him. To be fair, if he's 15 and she didn't finish high school, let's just say she's 18 but never finished that year.
Yeah.
She's only 3 years older than him.
Yeah. better than my theory of her being like in her early 20s. But yeah, it makes more sense. But
Oh,
yeah,
well,
like
yeah. What we're always saying is some high school kids, right?
yeah.
and some people who I know. I mean, yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, awkward situation. But yeah, so there was enough. There was that. So it made me think you guys don't really know how old he is, and I don't know. It wasn't until, but even in Spider-Man's Best Friends, they kind of, are they meant to be in? Are they still in high school or in college?
I think they're in college.
Yeah,
I think he was in college in his solo series as well.
Oh,
but
yeah,
to be fair, American college is different from UK college, so.
But then
I mean, age entry. So.
But then, like, it makes no sense as well then, because like one of his homeworks, like, hey, say he was becoming a scientist, like he's meant to be, right? One of his homeworks was the sights of New York. What's that got to do with science? I mean, that's why I thought, okay, high school, but that's probably me being weird then.
It depends on what course, I guess, he.
Yeah, he's doing. Yeah, he could have been doing like a major or minor in something else. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair as well, they don't show him specifically doing anything in particular, so we could we have no influence as to what he's doing.
Like, the only thing we know is that he takes pictures for Jonah, and that's really it.
Yeah. And if we're going by continuity, should be doing some level of science, right?
Yeah.
However, we don't know this continuity version of Peter. How much of a scientist he is.
Yeah, because they don't really explain it much, do they?
No.
And like his web fluid is actually like liquid. That was another thing when he kept every episode. Oh, my webs are running out. Let me go and get web fluid. Like.
Yep.
Okay, we get it.
You gotta have a crutch. You gotta have the crutch.
Yeah.
That's what happened in what's it called in the comics as well. You know.
Yeah.
It's
true.
like it's like the Green Lantern ring expiry time.
Yeah.
Which is 24 hours or whatever, right?
Yeah.
During the Hal Jordan run, it was 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then Kyle Rayner could just charge it, have a certain amount of charge, and then when he needs it, that's when the charge runs out.
Oh, it's just those sort of little things. I get it, like you said, to bring like a bit of like drama to it and stuff like that. But it's like he never seems to be in that much danger in the show anyway.
I mean, look,
you know.
Yeah, exactly. You can't die.
No, exactly. And what was your take on the episodes with the Red Skull?
You know what? They were Nazi, but they weren't as. For a children's TV show, I think they had an acceptable level of stuff they could do, right?
Yeah.
They couldn't go full. I don't know if you know about it. There was when Mark Waid was writing doing his Captain America run.
Yeah.
And they had an episode, an issue of that run based on the Red Skull's opinions.
Okay.
Of everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, the way that Mark Waid's writing it is like clearly. This is the distorted view. Yeah, even though it's from the Red Skull's viewpoint, it's really distorted. And you're supposed to be able to tell that.
Yeah.
Marvel then chickened out on it.
Yeah.
While all the art was done, and then they tweaked all the dialogue, the captions and stuff, not to be so.
Pro-Nazi.
I want to say on the nose, but more children safe.
Yeah.
Okay? Which then took the edge out of it, and Mark Waid's like,
why?
Nah.
Yeah. I wasted my time for this.
Yeah, exactly. And I do, by the way, like Jeff Johns used to do in The Flash, where he'd have the villain issues, like with Captain Cold, Mirror Master, Zoom as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other ones, right? But it'd always be from that perspective where they're justifying that their actions. Oh, I'm a poor victim, or whatever it is, and you're like, no,
no. Yeah.
There's enough twisted viewpoints on it where you're like, okay, that's what you are telling yourself, right?
Yeah.
But
I guess that's hard to do with the Red Skull, isn't it?
Well, no, but then he can't be correct. But all he can say is he's got his hatred, right?
Yeah.
But you've got to believe that his hatred is justified for himself.
Yeah, but I think like for the character like that, it's kind of, especially like, you know, what what
Well,
Nazi did.
okay. He doesn't need to be. He doesn't. Okay. He doesn't need to be like I hate Jews specifically, right? Because he could just say I hate all races that aren't the Aryan race. And you can kind of cover your bases to a certain degree, you know.
Yeah.
Like, then you could have his people that he's been kidnapped or whatever it is, right? And there's a black guy, there's an Asian guy, there's a Jewish person, whatever, right? But he's got them all. Yeah, he's got all the entire collection. Yeah. There's some white guy with brown hair as well. Yeah, we'll throw him in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then be like, yeah, okay, we could, and then he's got his body, his Nazi, whatever people, who are blonde-eyed Aryan or whatever, and then you'd be like, okay. And then one of them turns out to be Captain America in disguise, so he can then rescue all the people that have been kidnapped or whatever.
See,
but
I kind of like how they approached the Red Skull in the MCU.
Yeah.
Because like they didn't make him racist, even though like that's a core part of it, you know, like realistically, that's a core part of his character.
Okay, so that but I don't think they were going to that degree. He thought he was superior to everyone, and the way that they displayed it was because he is a super soldier.
Yeah,
he's better than everyone else, right?
Yeah,
like MJF.
Yeah.
But there is enough indication on the side where you'd be like, oh, he just thinks he's better than, you know.
Yeah, because
not that he's gonna then create concentration camps and start putting people.
Yeah.
That's a bit too. I don't want to say on the nose, but that's not quite the level of where you want to go.
Yeah. Because I remember.
I will say, you know, in Captain America: First Avenger, where he's got all the people he's kidnapped, or you know, the American soldier, whatever it is, right? You got Dum Dugan, who's a white guy with red hair, right?
Yeah, he basically.
And then you have the
Irish,
the Chinese guy from Chicago, wherever he is.
Yeah.
The two French black guys.
Yeah.
And you're like,
equal opportunities, yeah. Because I think even in the beginning of the film, someone kind of asked me racist. He goes, "No, I'm not." No, then he'll go, "Hey, you're racist." Like it kind of alludes to it, and he goes, "No, I just want blah blah blah." It's like, oh, okay, you're not going a super like hands up hail the H man, and he
Okay, would you say he's racist if he hates all races?
No.
Alright, but he'd be racist if he hates an individual race.
I think if you hate less than 2 races, you're racist.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying that MCU Red Skull is not racist, because he hates people that aren't particular to his ideals, or he didn't even say that he likes Aryans anyways, right?
No.
He's just like, we know Hitler's plan is this, right? But that ain't my plan.
Because he said something about Hitler. He goes, he just wants but I want this. Like, oh, okay, so okay. But in this cartoon, right, reading it back, when they kind of give that origin of Red Skull, like he wants to be Hitler's number 2 guy. Like, oh, okay, we're saying this to kids. Oh, okay, cool. All right.
By the way, did you watch it off Disney Plus?
No, but I realised in the end I should have. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I think I was saying to you before on Spider-Man 94 that I read on Wikipedia they didn't play the 2 Red Skull episodes on Disney Plus, right? So I was just saying, if you watched it there, then I would have asked you, did they have it unlisted or whatever it is?
I might have to check that.
Yeah. I mean,
it might have that thing beginning where like they would put this sort of disclaimer like, this is from a period when I'll check that.
Which like would be fine to me. Be like, okay, because if you put in the series, put the full on series, unless there is something really major.
Really.
Right?
Like if he says a racial slur.
Not in this cartoon, not in these cartoons, right?
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
But if he started calling the if Red Skull had like for some reason had the dude in blackface and the dude in yellow face on the side and we're like, that would probably okay.
Yes, maybe you shouldn't do that.
Yeah. Especially in children, cartoon TV show. Though, I'm sure like have you seen Breakfast at Tiffany's? Have you seen it like more recently?
No,
I'm guessing they've got to probably put that disclaimer at the beginning. Surely,
because he can't. The thing about that is as well, because that guy's in it so much, you can't really cut it out, innit? Because he's not integral to the story, but he's has a part in it, so you can't really cut around that, can you?
It's different, by the way, when have Genghis Khan being played by John Wayne fine, but it's not as if they're being racist about it.
About it, no. He's like you said, he's not. They've not like done weird stuff to his eyes and made him, which would be super offensive, even back then. But hey,
yeah.
You know, oh, gosh.
Yeah. So, but look, so I don't think those Red Skull episodes were too bad in content.
No.
And as far as the Nazi symbolism and stuff like that, it's. I think at this point, me and you, we're so far removed from that. We know history's happening. You can't pretend that history hasn't happened. Right?
You can't like just write out history. Yeah,
and then but like when we watch Indiana Jones, then The Last Crusade, like and even the first one, Raiders of the Lost Ark, it's like okay, Nazis, all right, you know.
Yeah, it happened, you know. Yeah, but
it's not, for example, right? You watched Roots back in the day, right?
Yeah,
and then you're like, I hate the white people, you know. It's
not like that. Yeah. Or like you cut around the roots to get rid of all the race stuff, like then you've got like a 2-minute show. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You got the intro from the guy at the beginning, and then the
exit
from the
exit. You're like,
that's it.
I learned nothing from this. Yeah. It's all
By the way,
sort of...
speaking of that, right? Have you seen the Dave Chappelle clip where they did the bit of Roots? So So Dave Chappelle's all hung up like he's Kunta Kinte, right?
Yeah.
And he's got the white cracker behind him, whipping him.
Yeah.
And then he goes, your name is Toby, yeah? And Dave Chappelle's like, my name is Kunta Kinte. And you hear the whip sound, right?
Yeah.
And then Dave Chappelle's like, ow! And then, because his hands are off screen, like he's being hung up, right? He just takes his hands down from the screen, And then he goes to the white actor who's been whipping him, goes, what are you doing, bro, man? Not meant to hit me, right? And he goes to like fight him.
I might have seen that. I can't remember. But there was another character they had in it who... I don't know if I'm mixing him up with another character, and I remember them being like a super racist character. Is it Swarm? Oh. The Nazi bees, isn't it?
Yeah, but he wasn't racist in this.
Yeah, it's like, that's a weird choice of character to use.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, so you're not making it racist. I think isn't that his selling point? You know what I
mean? Yeah.
Not like, oh god.
He was there to do his thing, and that was about it. So.
That was about it. Telling people to
I don't know how much, like, being a Nazi murderer would have been added to his character, but hey, you know.
I was like, that's a weird choice. But okay. Like, you know, like, it's gonna sound weird. But like, Swarm, like, him being a Nazi is like, it's gonna sound really bad. The selling point of that character, right?
Alright.
They're like Red Skull. Over the years, you kind of got away from it, and like, it was more to the character than just him being a Nazi, right? But the Swarm, from what I remember, that's his thing. You know.
Oh, that's his gimmick. Not that his gimmick is, by the way, I'm made of bees. Right? His gimmick is like, I'm a Nazi made of bees.
A Nazi made of bees, you know. The bee part is more second than anything else.
Yeah.
The Red Skull is like, he's got a red face, and he's quite like smart and stuff. And by the way, he's a Nazi. You know what I mean? Like, that's a
yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. Like Baron Zemo, the first Zemo, was fighting Captain America in 1940, whatever it is.
Yeah,
right?
whatever. Yeah.
And then Helmut Zero, which is the one we know.
Yeah.
But it must be his grandson now.
It would be, isn't it?
Yeah. Even his great grandson, depending, right?
Depending, yeah, because we're in. Yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah, would be, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, John. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised like he didn't make appearance in
the
show.
Were you spite like the amount of cameos they had from other people in there? Like I think there was Captain America, there was Daredevil,
Captain
there was
America, Hulk, Thor, Loki.
Yep.
There was someone. Oh, the person was on the tip of my tongue a minute ago. Doctor Strange.
Kazar. Shanna the She-Devil. I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, that one for me. Like, really?
Yeah. When Kazar was in it, I was like, okay, are they going in this direction? Yeah.
Yeah.
But only because from the comics they've teamed up together. So maybe at this point they were separate. I don't know. But when it was that same episode where Kraven turned up as well, and I was like,
yes, yeah.
Okay, Jungle Boy, and a hunter.
Makes sense.
All right. Yeah. Okay, I get the logic.
Okay, cool. And there was someone else. Oh.
Sunfire, right?
Not with Sunfire. There was another.
Oh, you're gonna say because I was saying about how he's Japanese, but you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Silver Surfer, right?
But then it became and then it became the thing that because they want to use Firestar for her fire powers. Wow.
Yeah, like okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Original, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, there was I don't know if he's a real character or not. The Native American guy who I thought was a Chinese guy for a while. I don't know because I was like paying half attention. What episode is
which
it?
guy was that?
Oh,
You're not talking about one of the groups of the X-Men.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
And you're not clearly you're not talking about John Proudstar, who actually is it one of the brothers was in it.
Yeah, John Proudstar, Thunderbird. Yeah. Which
probably not the one who actually did die during the revamped X-Men. So that was.
Oh no, that is him.
Right?
No, Warpath is afterwards because he comes in the New Mutants and then becomes Warpath. Yeah. He can't be called Thunderbird no more because apparently he's racist. I don't know. But yeah, I found that strange as well that he was in this because at the time this came out, he was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
but then it must be but then if it's not him, then it's Warpath because they basically wear the same clothes.
to a point, yeah. Then he wears something else.
Yeah,
I don't know. I know it's him, but it's weird that they chose to use him, and I guess there's like, look at us, we're progressive. We have a Native American character, right? But he was in the comic for like 4 issues and died. But, sure, you know.
Well, I have to say, their group of X-Men is very diverse. They went like, okay, this is the first class, like, not necessarily the first class lineup, but the original lineup.
Yeah,
it's not even the same as revamp lineup. It's just like, okay, well, we'll grab people from here and there, and you know,
and it's like
Kitty Pryde was there, and it was like, okay, I mean, all right.
That's weird. And then it's like, here's Wolverine. He's Australian again. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I say again, this is what brings the Australian Wolverine. But like, you guys are in America. You're right next to Canada. I'm pretty sure you've seen Canadians.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what? I mean, like,
now let me ask as well. There's this, the finale episodes with Iceman's sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't think he has a sister. Correct?
No.
Yeah. Let me ask you something as well, right?
Yeah.
Watching these episodes.
Yeah.
I
know going, yeah.
wait. Where do you think I'm going first? And then you
I think I know you go.
I'll let you go. You tell me what I'm thinking, and then I'll tell you what
was there hints that he was gay here?
Oh, yes. But yes, on some of those lines, right?
Yeah.
Because this is way before they retconned that, right?
Yeah.
But what's funny is that both of them supposedly are hitting on Firestar, right?
Yeah.
And Bobby's like, oh no, I'll step out of the way, Peter, because fire and ice don't mix. You take it. But I'm just like, no, that's his closet gayness, right?
Yes,
create an excuse so he doesn't need to ask the girl, yeah?
Like, I'm gonna be super heterosexual that people think I am, but I'm not. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so you were correct. Did you? Okay, now obviously at the time he was straight, yeah.
Yeah.
But watching this with what we were saying in mind, did you ever think, oh, you know what, yeah, this version could fit into current continuity of being,
yes and no, because like,
is he not fashionable enough to be a gay male? Is that what you're saying?
No, not even that.
It's the 80s after all.
It's like, I don't know. It's if they didn't do the weird, like him trying to hit on Firestar and stuff like that, I can kind of see like, okay, maybe he could be closeted gay or whatever, right? Yeah. But and this is gonna sound really weird as well. This version, I would think, like, okay, yeah, he could be gay, but the comics leading until he turned gay is like, this doesn't make, you know what I mean? There was no sort of indication, like, oh, like if they use this one as the template going forward, I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense that he was gay, right? Not just he's gay now.
I still think, by the way, they should have just, if they were going in that direction, they could have had that alternate version continuity.
The younger version be gay, right? Yeah.
And then this current version be bi, because he's already had racial.
Yeah.
If you're gonna deviate, then at least break it, you know.
Yeah, exactly. At least, like, do a drastic turn. Like you're saying, if there was hints from years before, then fair enough. Like, if he didn't have like well-known relationships like Polaris and stuff like that, and then like you could have got around like, oh yeah, no, he was gay because you never really saw him with a woman and stuff like that. But there's been many stories of him getting heartbroken on women and stuff like that, and him being a player and stuff.
Yeah.
Then to say that, no, he's not bisexual, just straight gay. That sentence doesn't make no sense. But you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't work.
Randomly, by the way, what was that event that happened? That reset continuity in DC. Was it the Doomsday Clock?
Yes. Yeah, if it was something like that. Yeah.
No, but I'm going somewhere. So
I think I know you're going with this.
Yeah. Are you Alan Scott, right?
Yeah.
So apparently, Aaron Scott has always been gay, except that he's got a son and a daughter, and the son's gay. Okay, which is not a problem, right?
Not a problem, but this is when
he's been in this relationship with his wife since the 40s, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, how you know?
You know what? It's gonna sound weird. This sounds more believable than an Iceman one because, like, obviously, the 40, right? If we're saying he's still the guy from the 40s, right? Yeah, obviously, how society was back then, people would have, I say, fake marriage. It's like a sort of one-sided marriage where they pretend to be straight and all that stuff, right? Which I can kind of buy more than Iceman.
They used to have things in the newspapers, the obituaries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it used to be, I read recently, there's a code that you work out, right? Because if this person never married, if this person was gay, right? But they wouldn't say gay because of the times, right? It'd be like, X person lived with her partner and best friend for X 20 years, whatever, right? She never married. And that'd be the code for, Yeah,
gay. Yeah.
he or she, whatever it is, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, as well, funnily enough, so as we know, Kevin Conroy is gay. Do you think, right, at the time?
Wait, what?
Kevin Conroy.
What? Batman?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Oh, you didn't know?
No. Okay, cool. Okay. I listen. Okay, sweet. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you think they would have being in the 90s and whatever it is at the time as it was coming up as well? Because he was talking about basically how he Bruce Wayne has to hide being Batman, right?
Yeah.
He had to also
hide being gay.
go through that. And I was going to say, if he'd come out, do you think they would if he was overtly, would you think he would have had a better? Would his chance of being cast as Batman have been worse?
I feel like because of the time it was as well, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think if he went in there and he said I'm gay, I don't think they would hide him because of the time. Yeah. And I even reckon if he came out halfway through, there'll be some weird backlash behind it as well. Yeah. But then if he came out and say like the late 2000s, 2010s, we're like, okay, who cares? I mean, like, who cares?
Exactly. Which is probably funny because he I don't think he ever referenced it for a very long time. Which is why you didn't know.
Okay, that's why the question's like Kevin Conroy, and then I'm thinking like, do you mean what's that? Kevin Costner? I was like, he's gay. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, okay.
But yeah. So I mean, I didn't find out until probably during the past 5 years either as well. But I never you don't think about it any two ways.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect anything. But it's just like, curiously, this person,
Yeah.
I was watching. Have you ever seen White Collar?
No.
Oh, okay. So you don't know who Matt Bomer is?
The name sounds familiar.
Okay, so you got Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and as I recall,
is that the one with? Wait, am I thinking of Suits?
Go on, tell me.
There's a guy who's like, he doesn't become a lawyer or anything, but he's just super smart, and they kind of take him on.
Oh no, you're thinking of Suits.
Okay, cool.
That's a different series. Suits. Though, funny enough that you said that because when I was talking to my sister and telling her to watch White Collar, she thought I was talking about Suits.
Fair enough then.
Okay. I say, give White Collar a watch. He's like basically a con man, but he works for the FBI now. So it's catch me if you can, but if that continued kind of ish, right?
Okay,
yeah. Matt Bomer, very good looking guy. He hooks up with many a woman.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. Now you watch it, right? He's gay.
Yeah.
In real life.
Oh.
Okay. And I was watching him on his talk show, right?
Yeah.
and you can see it. Not like really, really hard or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But his mannerisms are slightly different from
Yeah.
when he's on the TV show acting as a straight guy to when he's like in his normal surroundings. Yeah. You can see it's a
that
bit
guy.
More... Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He did the voice for
Okay.
Superman in one of the animated movies.
Okay.
And he was going to be. He almost got cast as Superman before Brandon Routh. The movie before that, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superman Unbound.
Yeah.
Watch White Collar. I thought it was a good series, yeah. But you watch it back knowing that this guy's gay, and you're like, oh my goodness, right?
He's playing the greatest
the
con.
Yeah.
He's playing the greatest con. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Learned something new today. Did not know. Okay.
But yeah. So you'd like. Obviously, it wouldn't have been any forethought of Bobby Drake being gay because he wouldn't, you know.
No.
That's like 20 years later, right? When they finally actually decide.
Yeah, it would be.
Years later. It's
like 25.
Yeah.
Because I think it's 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, 20 years later.
Yeah.
And throughout that, you know, he was with Polaris, Kitty Pryde, other people. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. I guess.
Yeah.
Just making bisexual no more sense.
But they were silly, by the way, in this series where she's got fire powers and they prank Peter with the fire and ice powers, because they turn his burger soup hot and then they turn his burger soup. Like, do you want to find him? Don't you want to find out what is going on?
Yeah,
why are you putting him for no reason as well, you guys?
It's just dumb. And then also the episode when he lost his powers made no sense. And then his origin made no sense.
Yeah. When you say the episode where he lost his powers, you're talking about the one where the other guy was pretending to be Spider-Man and then also turned into a massive human spider thing.
No, when Iceman lost his powers.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, that one made no sense. And then that's the same episode where they gave his origin. And it was like, you sound like you hate being a mutant. You know, that's the only other thing I took from the show is like how he's saying like he's it's just some of the wording he used like the Iceman I know like he's proud to be a mutant, you know. That's his thing, you know. Mutant first, gay later. You know what I mean? It's sort of all that weird. You know what I mean? That was his thing, and that's why him and his family fell out and stuff because you know he's a proud mutant and also a proud gay now. But it just it was just weird. And how his powers manifested was wrong. Like it didn't happen when he was like a baby. It was later on, but sure, got to do it for the cartoon, I guess. But,
Yeah, or like alternate continuity, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because didn't Warland come to this universe and just basically kill him?
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Forgot about that. Oh, glad he's dead. But but
I'm surprised
their
by
chemistry.
The way, No, I was going to say. So in Across the Spider-Verse, they didn't have any. What's it called? Not a cameo or something, but just like a clip showing something to do with this universe, you know? Because they showed the amazing Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and they had Donald Glover as well randomly as the Prowler. So
because they showed the 61 because that slow, you know, the bit where the slow swinging, and then they even have a spectacular Spider-Man cameo. They don't have one of Spider-Man 94 either. I just realized that now.
Oh yeah. But maybe that'll come later. Maybe
when it finally comes out. Yeah, when Beyond the Spider-Verse finally ever comes out. Yeah. Jesus Christ, that's taking forever.
Yeah.
But like, I did like their chemistry was okay as a team.
Yeah.
Never really understood, like you said, how they became friends. But okay, sure.
Well, they were going. The Aunt May's house is apparently so big that you can fit massive supercomputers in it.
Yeah.
And she had enough room that two other students who were needing boarding could rent out from it. It's like, hold on a minute. Right? The Parker house that I know of from the comics is not that big, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, do you have one of them? They them big, massive brownstone houses. Yeah.
Yeah.
That have different, like multiple rooms that you can rent out to renters there. Because if that's the case, why are you worrying about late rent and all that stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
You're making rent of these people. Like, what are you doing with them rooms then?
Yeah.
It's your own fault then, you idiots.
Like, not being bad. Like, as soon as Uncle Ben died, that should have been her first thought. You know what? This house is quite big. Let me rent it out. Not, me and my... Not sure how old my own nephew is gonna live in this big house and be late on our payments. It's very backwards. You know what I mean? Like, unless they could easily done like, the mortgage was paid off, so she's just living there happy. But no, it's just we're struggling with rent.
I think the original idea was to have the Human Torch, not Firestar, because she was the original character created for the show.
Yeah,
but I think then the issue is that you've got three guys. Living in one area, and what are the implications? Apparently, I say what are the implications, but apparently, the implications are to do with Batman and his young woman, Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
People jump to certain conclusions.
Stupid
what's that book
conclusions,
that this guy wrote? Frederick Walson or something like that, and he wrote the. He was like how comics are bad influence for kids, and then how the gay panic or whatever it is, at the time, and he's just like, this guy's picking at things, so then he can say these are the evils that kids are seeing nowadays, and we must stop them. And he's like, but that's the thing, as we were getting in the 90s, where video games cause violence and stuff. No.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Violent people cause violence. Yeah.
Which
you say otherwise,
Which is stupid.
There was one a report or whatever. There might have been the school shooters, or whatever. One of them, right? And they had a GTA poster in their room. Okay.
Yeah. So it was like automatically GTA made him do it. Like.
Yeah. It's like okay. I mean, you point out everything else in the room. He has a TV. He has whatever, and a GTA poster. Okay.
I'm pretty sure if anything, TV probably would have influenced him more than GTA, but sure,
Yeah. And then all the death metal bands that he might have had on his time. I'm not saying, but it's just like, okay.
Yeah, I've never bought into that crap. Yeah.
I mean, people are gonna look. People who don't play video games or whatever it is, they're influenced by comics or whatever. They commit crimes. So what can you say?
Yeah.
So you can't just say that's a root cause of A and B.
No. Exactly. And,
for all we know, some jabroni could have got abused at home, right? Read comics as an escape,
Yeah.
Or play video games as an escape, or whatever it is, And then finally hit the breaking point because the abuse came too much, and then he goes and starts doing
then
stuff,
he went and done his stuff,
Yeah, and then you were like, okay.
It's
will the media say...
me a mistake, we'll blame it on this, whatever, because then we don't have to take the blame for it, because we're bad parents,
Yeah.
And and what's wrong with 3 guys living together in New York, doing escapades? Maybe one looks like he's frozen, one looks like he's on fire. What's wrong with that?
Yeah. Which, by the way, they did do a semi-sequel to, but not really. In Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Which
is a good book.
And I really enjoyed that run.
Same here.
That also had Gwen Stacy in it as well. And randomly Jessica Drew, the clone of Peter Parker.
Yeah. So who is technically Peter's sister, but weird stuff.
Who then gets asked out by Human Torch. And
it's like, dude.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You're basically asking out me. You're like, never thought about that.
Yeah. But then, I think Torch didn't know at the time either. But even then.
But saying that, right, about the Human Torch, there's one theory I saw, and I was like, you know what? I would buy it if it became a theory, right? If Johnny Storm was bisexual, like, that would make sense to me, because he got bored of women, so he's playing both fields now. You know what I mean? It's sort of like...
he's the type of guy, right, that I would believe that could be, because...
Yeah,
like you say, he's so cocksure of himself to be, to a certain extent. It's like, I don't care. Experiment, whatever,
Love is love. I was going to say something more vulgar, but I'm not going to say it. But he's a character like, if they tomorrow said, he's bisexual, like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like backlash or like, wouldn't we looking like, is there hints anyway? Like, no, his character for the last don't say from the inception
too
for the
hot
last like.
for a single gender to handle. That's
Yeah,
probably what
you know.
that's what he will say. Yeah.
Exactly, his logic would be
Okay.
like, why am I
Okay.
denying this from everyone? You're like, that
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
sense. That makes sense, yeah.
That's the exact attitude I would kind of expect from him.
Yeah, I'll be fine with that. Yeah, that makes sense. He's probably one of the few characters, like a lot of characters are like, yeah, you don't need to really explain that to me. That makes sense to me. Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but Iceman being straight gay doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah.
No.
Again, I've actually read his comments in the game. I enjoy him. But it's just like, how we got here seems so forced.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's the same I say for Tim Drake as well. I mean, I know you say it makes more sense than certain other things you have read, but I'm like,
Yeah.
since the 90s that Tim Drake's been in multiple relations with females, like,
Yeah.
they just decided to pick a Robin and do it. If it was Jason Todd, I'd probably accept him more because there's not enough history to say either way. He was only around for like 2 years pre-crisis and 2 years post-crisis.
Yeah. And like,
who knows what he had to do when he was living on the streets?
when
That's
he was
all I'm saying about that.
Yeah. And like, as well, that is one thing with like, or if they said Tim was, was it? Is it pansexual?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, where he just goes for the person's vibes, and I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense to me, right? Yeah, but yeah, the bisexual thing.
Yeah.
Even not my Superboy, but you know, John Kent, like him being gay.
Yeah. Not Connor. You're not your Superboy, Connor.
Yeah. I'm like, when he came out gay, I was like, yeah, okay. Like
Wait,
he has no history. He's gay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. There's nothing to feel like it's forced or anything because, like, you know, he was child and then it's disappeared for ages and then come back and he's a full grown. Like, okay, yeah.
And you know, there was a run where he was actually called Superman, right?
Yeah.
And then some people were up in arms saying, my Superman is not gay. My Superman is with Lois Lane. And I was like, Lois? Wait a minute. That's probably the worst misspelling you can say. Because...
You're trying to stand ground on something you don't really know about, and you still got it wrong. Great.
Yeah. And you put a man's name in there as well. So
yeah, exactly.
What?
Oh, when I saw that headline, I was like,
which by the way reminded me, there was a couple of cameos from Clark Kent in this series.
Yeah, and the jokes about it was hilarious. Like, oh, he looks familiar, or him like a guy in a suit coming out of a phone box, and it's like, wonder why he came out. It's like, we get it. It's Superman. Do some Batman jokes or something, you know. Well, okay. Unless Superman jokes were easy to write for the writers, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Would you watch the series again? Probably not, right? I've had not to say I've had my fill of it. Was bad of it. It was just like there's nothing I wouldn't say that will bring me back other than the intrigue to like, oh yeah, what was this like?
Yeah. I don't think I would. Like, I maybe would watch bits and pieces of like Spider-Man's Amazing Friends again, but overall, I don't think I would because, like we said, I frequently go back and watch like say X-Men, the original X-Men X-Men cartoon or like Spider-Man '94, and like Justice League and things like that because they were, in my opinion, were written really well and they have things to make you go back and watch, and then having like more knowledge now, we're like, oh, okay, this is where they got idea from this, or oh, this leads into this in the future, sort of things, right? But this is like, I don't think you guys even read the comics yourself. So like,
I think, if it had more Spider-Man villains in it, then you know, but no, just like I said, like we're saying, Doctor Doom and the Kingpin are the recurring villains here.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, Kingpin, I understand.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom. Monster, and he's strong enough, by the way, to punch through concrete walls. All right, so how's Daredevil fighting you? But anyways.
Sure, whatever. Yep. Yeah. But then, it's just... A Doctor, like, again, I didn't mind the Doctor Doom saga, but it just... Doctor Doom himself... How they portray him was just like a one-note villain, like I just want to rule the world. Like, okay, but why? And your plan's the same all the time, like something to do with the UN and kidnapping people.
Yeah. And then when he went to college, Doctor Doom, there was a cameo by Reed Richards, but not Reed Richards. There's just a random student saying, "Doom, your calculations are incorrect," and Doom's like, know your role.
No, I'll show you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
And then he didn't do the thing where he did in the comics where then he's got a little bit scarred, and then he's like, all right, I'll go back to Latveria. They make me the Doom Mask, yeah? And before he's cooled down because of my hideous massage, like he's bagging people over the head like old school Cody Rhodes, right?
Yep. Dashing Cody Rhodes, yeah.
He puts the mask on before he cools down, and then he has to run into the snow because his face is burning. None of that. He actually just waits to put the mask on.
It's where he's put it on. And I'm like, okay, this is where you could have had Reed Richards, but okay, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
And then that's why I was like, then how are you Spider-Man's greatest nemesis if you literally have no connection? You know what I mean? That's why I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
And then that
Yeah.
the little saga thing with that guy and his son who's trying to get that barrier back. I found that all hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back.
You could collect. Sorry, go on.
No, like, you're back. If I weren't watching this like all in a row, I would if I was watching this show week for week when it was coming out like a kid, I would forget who you are.
Yeah.
There's no significance to you. So
it was just like scattered throughout the episodes. It's this random another Latveria based Doctor Doom episode or whatever it is. Like they probably should have had it all together in one chunk.
Yeah, like those 4 episodes, one off the other.
Yeah.
But no, it was like you have 4 episodes, then have a Doctor Doom thing. 4 or 5 episodes, then Doctor Doom thing, and like, yeah, I'm a kid. I'm not gonna have the mind capacity to think about this or care. So I just want to see Spider-Man swing, which he does terribly.
Yeah. Look, he was doing his wisecracks. He was doing Spider-Man things. I don't know how much sciencey stuff he was doing, but
not much.
And none of the only some of the bare minimal Parker Luck things where like that, right? J. Jonah Jameson. None of the relationship things that Peter has going on.
No.
So I would say as far as the representation of the times, even of the character, they had some things, but it just didn't have the key things that make Spider-Man different from other heroes at the time.
Yeah. Like, as well, when you see like the later like Spider-Man comics, even though they're aimed for kids, right? They still stay like pretty consistent with like his origin or his friendships and stuff like that. So it kind of, even if they're not aimed for me, I can still kind of watch like, okay, this is Spider-Man. But this just seems like we're gonna dumb it down to the dumbest decimal. Hopefully that these.
No. I'm sure that's the '60s cartoon.
That's even worse. But all right.
Yeah.
This is for the kids that once saw Spider-Man and now we're gonna let them watch it and not entice them with anything to do with his history. We're just gonna like, this is Spider-Man, and that's someone from another Marvel comic, and then this is one of his villains. We don't know. Yeah. And here's some crappy jokes. Okay.
Yeah. I will say if people want to watch anything, probably Spider-Man's Amazing Friends, just because, like you say, it's campy. It's got cameos. It's got a bit more of a fun vibe.
Yeah. And it's got Iceman. It's got Australian Wolverine in a couple of episodes. Cyclops, whose powers the show contradicts twice in the same episode.
It's heat based somehow, but it's not.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna say it's optic force beams, right? But if you narrow the thingamajig, it starts getting hot because of friction. Then
Because I was like, because I was gonna say, okay, maybe because again, even like sometimes on your X-Men comics and stuff like that, or even people in game stuff don't know Cyclops' powers themselves. Because like when he goes, I met Iceman's like, I became part of the first X-Men, and this is Cyclops' powers. Then Jean lifts up weights, and then somehow I beam disintegrates him. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
I will say, okay, you could argue depending on the level of the now. If we're going to go into it, right?
Yeah.
We don't know what the base level of Cyclops' output is, right?
Yeah.
But maybe he can increase it, and therefore you can force things to disintegrate, and maybe you could decrease it, and so it'll be like a punch to the face. You hit someone.
Yeah.
Who knows exactly? Right? Disintegration, fine. Heat, I don't know.
Yeah. You're right. Disintegration to some point, I get that. But
But also as well is whether that's how his actual powers are or not.
Yeah, different story. Yeah. Because apparently I think his powers are slightly changed recently, which I need to find out. So yeah, Cyclops, love the guy. And that's not me being sarcastic. I actually mean serious. I do love that. Yeah, I love him.
Looking forward to see him in Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, even though I have a theory that he's only going to be for like 2 seconds, but yeah.
Get wiped out, do his mega optic blast into the sky, and then Doom's like, nah, laters.
No. Snap. Well, not snap, but whatever Doom does in this, yeah.
Well, that depends, I guess. If Secret War goes to Battle World.
Yeah, if it goes to Battle World, then you might... Yeah, he might come back then. But I think in Doomsday, the X-Men they talking about in Doomsday are going to be in for all of like a scene, and that's it, I reckon.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, that's how.
And that reminds me then, going on this, talking about Spider-Man series, right? Have you seen the trailer for Spider Noir?
No, wait. I think I've seen like a bit of it, like where it randomly is like one bit when he's swinging, and it showed it in color, and it showed it in black and white. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot they're doing that. That's pretty cool.
So it's coming out on Amazon
Prime
soon, actually.
Yeah, soon. Yeah.
And in a month, I think.
Oh sweet, yeah.
I might be wrong though. But it's definitely in March.
It's definitely yeah.
And they've got two trailers: the black and white trailer and the color trailer. And I'll probably watch it in black and white, right? But for two reasons, right? My boy Nicolas Cage did it. Yeah. And my boy Nicolas Cage is playing not Peter Parker, but Ben Riley.
Ben Riley, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the character's named Ben Riley, but I'm like,
which I was okay with. Yeah, I was like, okay. Why? Like, I get it. Like,
even though in the Across the Spider-Verse and whatever, I think he's Peter Parker. Yeah.
Yeah, but, I think he is. Yeah.
As far
is it the same
as
Spider-Man?
Well, I don't think I don't think it's the same one. Unless he's going to say my alias is Ben Riley, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's the same one. It should be.
Should be.
However, it might get tricky to people because if they only run it by the MCU, they might think.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah.
Though. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, especially
I don't think we're going to have a live action adaptation of the Scarlet Spider ever. So.
Hey, you never know.
If anything, they're going to go to Miles Morales.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, go straight. And logically, it makes sense then to go to Miles rather than yeah. Because as much as we all love Ben Riley,
well, you say it sarcastically. No,
I'm being serious, right?
Okay.
Like to comic book fans and stuff, right? The only good things really come out of the Clone Saga, right? Because of all the stuff.
Yeah.
But then, because the Clone Saga left such a bad taste in people's mouths, it's
yes.
Do we want to like introduce characters and then the people, oh yeah, go back and read this? Because they're never really like, you know what? Nah, I'm alright. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's that sort of like they've kind of stabbed themselves to there. Like, oh, we can't really do much. We could put Miles in there. He hasn't got any baggage at the moment. Yeah.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Now we'll wrap up us on this episode of Trip Around the Multiverse, speaking about Spider-Man 1981 and Amazing Spider-Man was what it was called, right? No, it was called Spider-Man because then
Spider-Man, and his amazing friends, yeah. Which also I thought was a bit of a piss take, right? That they're called Team Spidey, where it was like, really?
Yeah. Why didn't you say coming up with team names? Why didn't you just say? Just call it
anything.
Spider-Man as Amazing Friends or whatever.
Yeah, or
that's the name of the cartoon. So
they could be called anything, just like Amazing Friends, but no.
Yeah. Not the Super Friends though, because that's something else.
No, because
But they are doing a short children's TV show version, cartoon, 3D animated of Spider-Man as Amazing Friends, which is not Firestar and Iceman. It's got Spider-Gwen in there. It's got Miles.
Oh, I know you're talking about. My nephew watches it. Oh, what's it called?
It's called Spider-Man's Amazing Friends.
Yeah, and they call him Spidey. Yeah, it's a show. I can watch like 2 episodes and I'm like, I can't. My brain hurts. But then I leave my nephew to watch it. Like, okay.
Okay, you say that. So how old's your nephew?
2.
Yeah. So my nephew's coming up to 1, right?
Yeah.
And we put Bob the Builder and Postman Pat on.
Yeah.
Like they're 10 minutes long, so because my sister said they wanted to be like a iPhone kid or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like 1 episode, maybe 2, okay, but that's it.
Yeah.
And this was also on the BBC iPlayer for him to watch, and I was like, I don't know about that. Not because, but it's just like it'd probably do my head, and like you're saying,
because like my brother and his wife are quite particular what like he watches. Like they won't, if there's anything with guns and stuff like that, they won't let him watch. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. And because there's not really violence in Spider-Man and Spidey and his friends, whatever, it's fine. And it's like there's always like lessons to be told. So it's like, yeah. But yeah, I couldn't watch it. I think that's where Miles is called Spinning as well. He's called Spinning. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, because clearly they can't call him Spider-Man because
because
Spider-Man, right? But they couldn't, like you were saying before, they could have called him, like when we're coming up alternate names for Miles, like Kid Arachnid, you said one of them, right? Clearly not Black Spider, because that's too typical, right?
Yeah.
He's not like he's in a black costume. He's no, it's because he's a black guy. That's
he's black,
right?
Yeah, it's like, come on, man.
Because all like Black Lightning's black. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you got the outlier, Black Knight, but yeah, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's hilarious. But that's it. He's spinning that, and in Ultimate Spider-Man and then Spider-Man Web Warriors, Miles is called Kid Arachnid. Yeah. Which, I guess,
it's fine. It's fine because he's
fine.
Younger than all the other ones, right?
Yeah. But I guess I don't know if trying to get like a 2-year-old to say Kid Arachnid may be hard. That's why like spin is like one word and like spin. Yeah.
Well, they need to come up with a consistent title for Miles' alternate name, I think.
Yeah. Because I like me and you, I have no problem calling him Spider-Man. It makes no sense. It makes no difference to me. Yeah. Like
like you've just said, it also doesn't make any sense when you talk about Spider-Man or Spider-Man. We have to reference which one.
Yeah.
What's he called in the Spider-Man 2? What's Miles called?
Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. Well, that's fair.
Yeah. So it's like because I think because like me and you, because we're used to like the Flash and stuff like that, where it's like multiple Flashes at once or multiple Green Lanterns. Yeah. We either just call them Green Lantern and somehow someone knows talking about, or you just like say their name, like Hal Jordan, John Stewart. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah. Speaking of as well, have you seen the Lanterns trailer?
No, I want to watch it. Is it worth it?
The trailer.
Yeah.
They don't show anything. They don't show anything of the powers or whatever. They set the story. You get a rough idea of the storyline. It's a road trip with John Stewart and Hal Jordan, right?
Yeah.
That's the vibe you get, right? So it doesn't spoil anything.
Okay.
It's probably going to be a road trip series for maybe a decent chunk of the thing, and then whatever happens, you know.
Yeah.
Which I'm cool with, you know.
Yeah. So are you excited to see it then, like the show when it comes out, or you have reservations?
It's more like I'm interested in where it's going, because like how we were saying about Wonder Man, we didn't know where it's going in that way.
Yeah.
I think it might be in that direction where you're like, from what the trailers are showing me is this, So is this where the action bits that are going to happen? It's not going to be a space adventure, which is cool.
Yeah.
But then if show me what, not show me necessarily, but it's like, how are we getting to the end point of the series?
Yeah. Unless it ends. Yeah, I'm quite interested. I'm interested.
Yeah, it could be like, I don't know how many episodes, but let's just say it's 8 episodes. It could be 5 Earth base with scatterings of stuff that are in space. Like that are not involving John Stewart or whatever, right? No, it could be even 6, and then you got the last 2 episodes wrap up the space storyline.
Yeah, and then leads into whether season 2 will go, whatever. Or movie or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested. I like John Stewart. I'm okay with Hal Jordan, so quite interesting. I like the actor who's playing him.
Is he going to be a sleazebag in this? We don't know.
No, is he sleazebag days behind him? Hopefully, who knows? Yeah.
Well, I mean, probably. I'd assume that. I'm not saying he's 50 or something here, but he's probably the. So if Superman is of the current generation of superhero, then Hal Jordan is probably the generation before.
It's before,
So most
which
likely,
makes sense. Yeah.
Most likely, if there's a Flash, it'd probably be Wally West, because then they can put Barry Allen on the
with him in it. Yeah, because I feel like the new DC universe, right? Like you said, like Barry, Hal, and like Green Arrow should be, if the Green Arrow is in this universe, should be around, should be in the upper, the generation before. Yeah. Like they kind of saying
if there's a Green Arrow in this, if there's an Arrow guy, because he can either be Connor Hawke or Roy Harper, they can just pick and choose between which one.
Okay. But like if there's Ollie in it, like obviously, well, if they have those two, you have the Ollie. But like, if they bring Ollie in it, he has to be like older, and then you can have like Connor or Roy being around Nightwing's age, because then Nightwing, if he's what they've said to before, like kind of hint to, like he's obviously been a hero for a while, and he's like probably in his like early 20s.
Yeah.
If that, so
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
We'll
see.
Okay, but I don't know. We just like, look, I can't pull this back to Spider-Man and Spider-Man's Amazing Friends. So let's just just leave it as a sudden dead stop cut, right? Sign off.
Like, it was okay. Yeah.
The series is fine. It's fine for what it is. Fine for the time, I'd say as well. I will say is I'm not 100% like, it's probably likely that most cartoons at that time were just one and done, like episodes.
There wasn't any continue and
So
but it wasn't really, was it?
Well, sometimes you were just expected to know stuff. I don't really expect that, but I'm just saying sometimes they'll just drop you in it and say, here it is, and you're like, there's no where's my context clues? No previously on. It's just like, okay, well, Doctor Doom is the way Doctor Doom is until we get to his origin, which is way later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you saying that now that you think about it, that's true, because like I'm thinking about things like, say, like Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Thundercats, stuff like that, right? Once they had the initial like first episode pilot, whatever, right? After that, it's just like, here's the intro, like here's the intro to the show, like teen whatever. And then it's just in episodes, like, okay,
unless it's a 2 or 3 part, but
I'm like, oh, okay, so you're not going to explain to me who this person is.
In Thundercats, they did at the beginning of season 2, Thundercats Hope, which is a 5-part, right?
Yeah.
But I got that as a movie on VHS. So I always assumed there was a special movie, like Transformers the movie was a movie.
Is that the one with when the 3 other survivors come?
Yeah.
I always thought it was a movie as well. Yeah. Once I got the DVD, it's like, oh, you tricked me. It's just 5 episodes put into one.
I thought it was more like high budget, whatever.
Yeah.
No, it turns out no. Joke was on me.
Yeah, done us. Yeah. What buttholes? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like that. Yeah.
Did you ever see the fake trailer they did for Thundercats using edit footage ages ago? And I think it's like maybe 10, 15 years ago. They used a couple of footage of Mad Max as well. They had your boy Vin Diesel as Panthro, which I could accept, by the way. But he's too old now, right? But you know, Panthro driving his Thunder Tank, which is not Thunder Tank because it's Vin Diesel in his car. But
I think I saw it, and I think that's why I started my hate for like fan-made stuff. Like trainers and things like that.
No, I personally think Vin Diesel could put off Panthro. We could be the voice of Panthro if there's an animated movie, But I think like 10 years ago, whatever they do, the Thundercats movie, then I could have seen Vin Diesel as Panthro.
I can see that. Yeah. Now they probably like get Dwayne The Rock Johnson or Jason Momoa.
No, too old as well. Too old as well to be Panthro. Yeah. I would say someone in their 30s to 40s, right? But they're both 50.
Yeah.
50 plus even.
Yeah. I think who they would get. Yeah. But yeah. Because I'm reading, I started reading the new Thundercats comics and I get back into it. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah. One more always scared me.
Not the Wildcat comic version of that. Was it the IDW that did it, or was it Wildcats?
I think now it's Dynamite.
No. But I meant the series in 2002. There was a series, right? 2003.
I think it was Wildcat. Wait. I know it wasn't IDW. I think it might be Wildcat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know for
Ed McGuinness did the artwork for it. No, Ed Benes did the artwork for the first series.
Oh, is
I
it?
think. No, the very first one. I think it was Ed McGuinness did the artwork, right? And then there was a sequel series which Ed Benes did it. And then if you ever read that, you can see there's typical Ed Benes style artwork stuff that goes on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Big chest sisters. Yeah.
More like the poses.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to check that out. Just
anyways,
to laugh at.
By the way, the only way I can relate all the stuff that we're currently saying is because they're 80s cartoons and this was based in the 80s, so...
But yeah.
Which then brings me to the He-Man trailer. I think, did we speak about the He-Man trailer?
No, because I haven't watched it, you know.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm just going to give you one joke. One joke, yeah?
Yeah.
One joke. By the way,
Yeah.
I think they should have ended the trailer at a certain point. You'll probably watch the trailer and you'll probably align with me on that, right?
Yeah.
But there is this joke because obviously he's He-Man, right?
Yeah.
And some of the stuff takes place in modern day. So then when he has his name plaque, right? It says he, him on it. And I'm like...
Yeah, like... See, I saw that part and I thought it was hilarious. When I saw people complaining, like... But you do know his name is stupid, right? I mean, like... He-Man.
Point, right?
So he's Man-Man.
For a particular reason.
Yeah.
It's a punchline.
Oh.
Come on. Anyways, that's the... Yeah. I don't even think I'm gonna. Look, unless you say that we're gonna watch the He-Man movie to review it, I don't think it's on my list.
I'm watching it just to see.
All right, fine. Looks like I'm watching
I feel like He-Man, this movie, right, is gonna be either amazing or terrible.
Okay, watch the trailer. You tell me later on, right? We'll speak about it off screen or maybe next time, whatever. If the trailer gives you the vibes where you think you're gonna watch it, or you don't even have to watch the trailer, and if you say we're gonna watch it, we'll do that.
But Idris Elba in it, and like 75% of the things he's in are good. So like, so you know.
Yeah. But then you gonna watch Obsessed, right? If you're gonna say that, you're gonna watch that movie Obsessed.
No, I've seen Obsessed. It's terrible.
Okay.
But I mean, that's why at first I was gonna say 90%, and I remember he was in that.
No, I enjoyed that. I found it hilarious.
Well,
that was on my list of like, you know when it's like a movie so trashy, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, it lived up to my level of trash.
And that's when he was doing that weird. But that's when, for some reason, you know, his American accent is really good.
Yeah.
In that film, I didn't understand why it wasn't that great. I was like, he was doing a while before this.
Yeah. He knew what I was in. It was half-assing it just for the paycheck.
He's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I get the star against Beyonce. Yeah, sure, okay, just
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it could be. Again, you know, 75% most of the films are good, so you know.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I'll let you know
if
you watch. I'll let you know.
For real.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. I'm the non-Spider-Man villain that decides that I'm actually gonna take more screen time away from other actual Spider-Man villains. See what, John?
And I'm the man who once I gets moving, I can't stop. But today I forgot my pants. Carl Charles. That's reference to Juggernaut. Or Blobbernaut, I called him when I was watching. I was like, that's Blobbernaut, yeah. And thank you for listening to us talk about and discuss Spider-Man, I'm going to call it Spider-Man 81 and Spider-Man His Amazing Friends from the same year. Okay. Which animation halfway through gets switched to Toei. I thought I'd tell you that as well, yeah. Yeah.
You notice that some episodes are more detailed than others. And then and some of them are more high quality. I wouldn't say high quality, but like it's like there's
more animated, right? The movements are more, yeah. Yeah, which is hilarious. Yeah, and yes, you can watch this show on Disney Plus. Yeah, it's worth it, I suppose.
Oh yeah, I mean the episodes online I say everywhere, but you can find it on some of the streaming sites. Whether that's going to be on it or not, but
yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll probably find it on YouTube as well because it's just no one cares about that point. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And let us know what you think. Did you watch it when it was out? Then that would make you older than us, or did you watch it recently when you got Disney Plus? Like, I want to watch everything Spider-Man, and then that stopped you from watching anything Spider-Man.
As we're doing.
Cool. Yes, let us know. And was you gripped by the Doctor Doom subplot?
Yeah.
That was so half-assed. I forgot every time it happened. Oh, and you can let us know by leaving a comment down below. Also, you can reach out to us on our social media, which is on top. So don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and like and subscribe on the old YouTube. And if you're listening to us, you can find that stuff can be found in our description a little bit down below. And until next time, guys, I'd like to thank you for taking a trip with us around the multiverse. Bye.
Bye.